Are you tired of spending hours and hours to find the keywords and build a content plan? If that's you, I have a perfect solution for you. Konnichiwa, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. This is Yosuke. If you are a creator or running online business, you know how important it is to have a solid keyword research and a good content strategy and planning, right? But let's face it, it can be tedious and overwhelming about doing, all kind of spending research and analyzing different data and going back and forth in different tools. That's why today I want to share with you the best and one of my favorite tools, WriterZen. The WriterZen is not a new tool. It's been on the market since 2021, and it is an all-in-one SEO and online marketing tool. It covers all of your online marketing journey, starting from finding a topic and subtopics and doing the keyword research. From the keyword research, going to the keyword planning, and goes to create content and optimizing the content, just like any other online on-page SEO tools. It covers from the start to the end, especially their keyword clustering tool and the golden score tool and the domain filter tool is one of the great tools out there. And their training material is great. There are tons of blogs and video and webinars, but it takes so much time to consume all the training. That's why today I wanted to create the shorter version of a basic tutorial of how to use WriterZen, because I've been using this tool for a while, so I know the basics. But it's going to be a long video. It's going to be over 1 hour video. So I put the timestamps on the description so you can go and skip and learn some section of that. And I'll be extremely happy if you watch everything, but it's up to you. So anyhow, let's get started. In this section, I'm going to explain the basic of the dashboard of the WriterZen. So let's get started. This is the dashboard. And when you see there is a dashboard, the WriterZen offers 5 tools. The 5 tools are Topic Discovery, Keyword Explorer, Keyword Planner, the Plagiarism Checker, and the Content Creator. I'm going to explain briefly each section, but other tools, when you want access to these tools, go to Dashboard or up here, and you can see 5 tools. You can just click it and go there. And the keyword list is just like Ahrefs keyword tools. You can, when you select certain keywords, when you do the research under Keyword Explorer tool, you can save it. So you can use for later purpose. Then you can have, it depends on your plan tier, there's certain limits how many you can create. But you can always export the keyword list as Excel or CSV. The notification is when you use certain feature of WriterZen, the process takes time. For example, keyword clustering tools or golden scoring tool, it takes time like 5-10 minutes, even more sometimes. So once you put in a queue, you have to wait, but you don't have to wait that window. You can go to other section and you can use other tools. In that case, once the server finished the task, you can see the notification, certain things it's done, clustering is finished and so forth. And when you go here, your initial, you'll see your limits and stuff. So the seats, members, and limits and the remainings and the billing. If you want to update your pay, monthly pay, the billing information, you can change that too. And the price, and if you need a contact support, you can do that from here. So that's pretty much it. That's the dashboard, right? Then now I'm going to kind of go over the tools. And first, let's say here, My Task Only tab. If you're working with team and unchecked, right now it's unchecked, you can see whole thing, right? So even if somebody is doing some other project, you can see that too, as long as it's the same account. If you click this to turn on, you can focus on only your task. So first, topic discovery. Topic discovery is if you're not sure about your topic, or if you typically have like a writer's block, right? If you run out of the idea and what topics I can go next, this is where you can get inspiration of. And also it helps to develop your topic authority map, because based on the keyword or topic, they give you the options. Hey, if you're looking for this topic, maybe you want to include this keyword or this topic, talk about together as a subtopic. So if you're not sure, go there. But if you know your topic, you already have a solid authority map on your website, and you have a list of keyword and articles to write, you almost never go topical discovery. You never have to. So second section is Keyword Explorer. This is just like Hrefs Keyword Explorer, famous Keyword Explorer, right? So you can type in the keyword and it shows the volume, the CPC value, and who is ranking top 10, and other phrase match and related keywords and so forth. The one of the great feature actually they added last year is domain search. So it's great filter. I'm going to explain detail later. So that's Keyword Explorer. The next section is Keyword Planner. This is where after you have a list of keyword, and you can either import from somewhere, such as if you build a keyword from Hrefs or Keyword Everywhere, you can import into here, and you can doing many kind of filters, because their feature is known for clustering tools and a golden filter. They are great tools. So let's say if you have 1,000 keyword list, right? You can import this and you can apply different filters, especially the clustering tools. The clustering tools important, right? And you can technically do with the ChatGPT as well, but the ChatGPT does just the context-based. But the WriterZen is based on the hard data, so it's solid. And the next one is probably content creator. So this is basically your project management tool. Once you have your keyword, you can start writing, and you can develop which keyword you should include, and also you can compare other competitor sites, and you can pick and choose the outlines from competitors, or you can let WriterZen generate the outlines for you, and you can add it, and you can basically finish, then you can start writing. The WriterZen technically offers writing AI assistant, so just like a ChatGPT or Jasper AI, you can let them write. But the word count for the monthly plan is not that great. It's about like a 20,000 or 50,000. So if you produce like 10 articles, you can consume everything. So the reason is that their focus is not writing the contents by AI. It's more like you organize your own stuff and outliners, right? Based on that, you can let AI write section by section. It's like a main is you, but just AI is just assistant. So I think that's how they made the tool. But the great thing is the content creator, once you finish writing, you can put in a content brief. So it shows how many headings you should have, how many words you should have to compete other top 10 competitors, right? And also other keywords and a percentage and all the score. So in a way, neuron writers and phrase and Surface SEO has that same feature, but WriterZen has that few too. So once you finish, you can, if you want to, you can go to next step, which is plagiarism checker. It's not necessary. Most of the time, the AI wrote the article does not exactly quote from anywhere else, so it should be okay. But if you want to do extra careful, you can go and just check that it shows how many percentage of your entire article can be considered as copied, and it shows exactly which content, which sentence, and where it's coming from, the URL also. So that's a great tool, but you don't necessarily have to use it. So that's 5 tools. So in the next section, I'm going to explain each tool. Okay, let's start with topic discovery. This tool, if you already know your topic and subtopic writing schedule, you never have to go here. The only time you use this tool will be you have a new idea or a new topic, but you're not sure about what you can do subtopics, right? That's the only time you go, because you enter the keyword and it shows subtopics and related the questions and all that. Let's get started. You will know what I mean. To access the topic discovery, you can click this big bold text, or if you want to start new topic, you can click this discover new topic, or go to dashboard or topic discovery. So when you click that, this is the main screen. You can start searching, and these are the your limitation and your settings. So right now your language is English, and your date, the current date is January 2nd, 2024, and the limit is based on your monthly limit. So this is 75-year monthly limit, my limit, and I already used 3 times this month, so I have only 72 left for next 28 days. And the guide, when you click this, it shows what you need to fill in here. A little guide. By the way, those guide and learning section, they're great. The keyword, you enter a keyword and you specify what language and what country you want to search. So you can go global, or you can choose a specific country and a specific language. So let's say I can do a green tea search in Japan in language. So specifically targeting the people in Japan searching green tea in Japan, right? Maybe tourists, or maybe the foreigners living in Japan. If that's a target, I can set that too. Then if this particular setup is your default, you can click this to save it for next time, so you don't have to change every time. So down here, you can see history, and the history, they keep only 30 days. So this one, Japanese food, December 30th, I searched. So this data will be gone by January 31st. And if you want to delete a certain data, you can click and hit this trash icon. Somehow, this one got an error. So this is the keyword you searched, and this is a language and a country, right? And the owner of the data, actually I did, so that's my name. And when it's created, and the status is finished, right? So I click this, then you can see the actual result. So right now is topic discovery is green tea, and 76 topics are discovered. In the relevance, you can choose closely, widely. So closely is more like a close to the actual your main topic. The widely is a little more open. So it depends on your preference, right? So if you're writing for a while about a topic and you kind of stuck, if you closely and you almost covered everything, right? In that case, you might want to go to widely and go to a little bit wider your topic search. And the relevance, you can go by search volume or relevance. So green tea, premium green tea, for example, this time is highly relevant. That's why it shows. But if you go volume, go Starbucks green tea, has more search volume. It depends on what you want, right? And you can always export this whole research data into Excel. And if you want to show in different format, you can click this. So data is almost exactly the same, just how it's displayed is different. So this is the main topic, right? Then you see green tea company, it shows highlights to consider. This is actual highlights, the titles of the other articles. So when you click this, you can see it can open, it shows actual website, the ranked on Google. So this one is just like answer the public, right? So main topic, when you click this show idea, let's say if you are interested in, hey, green tea, okay, I'm going to talk about the premium, what kind of idea I can get, right? So show idea, it shows actual headlines from other sites. So green tea, decaf, tea bags, that sounds good, right? So you can kind of see. And here also you'll see Google suggested questions. Maybe you can pick up some ideas too. And if you want to keep those ideas, what you want to do is click this and add it to list. Then you can create the list and save it. And one tip is you can create maybe 25 or 50 lists, but those lists doesn't differentiate between keyword, headlines, and questions. No, they're all just a list, right? So most of the time, you might keep certain keywords as a list. So later you can kind of fine tune your keyword. Then the idea, those questions and the headline idea is separated, right? So my suggestion is when you create a list to save headlines and ideas, make us a different list. Let's say in this case, green tea, ideas, and topics, something like that, and add it. So I don't get confused by the keywords later I create. I'm going to show you what I mean later. So that's how you use this section. So it doesn't actually go to any other section or other features, just a kind of completed tool. And also when you scroll down, sometimes you see this star. That means this particular keyword is on trend. That's why there's a star. So that's pretty much it. That's topic discovery. So that was a topic discovery tool. The best way to learn is actually use it. So you can just type in some keywords or topic, and then you will know the limitations and what kind of data you're gonna get. So just play with it. Now we're gonna move on to Keyword Explorer. So next section is Keyword Explorer. So you can access from here, or this add the plus Explorer new keyword, or from dashboard here. Click this, and it's gonna open the window like this. The language is the default language, and the date is current date, and the limit is how many keywords you can search per this month. In this case, 75 this month. Then I already consumed 4, so I have 71. And the keyword credit is 26,000. This is not the by search, but more like you can consume this keyword credit when you do a cluster filtering and also a golden filter. So I started with 30,000 a month. I used about 4,000. And here, there's 3 kinds of search. You can do keyword, domain, and wildcard. The keyword is very simple. You can enter a keyword. You can put multiple keywords if you want to, or you can import keyword from here. You can name your project and you can paste it, keyword, or you can import from the list or from a file. As I mentioned before, you can create a list of the keyword. In this case, like a matcha has 388 keyword in a list saved in WriterZen. You can import that too. Or you can import from the file, browse, Excel file, or a TXT. And domain is you can search your domain or your competitor's domain website and what kind of keyword they are ranking for. It doesn't show which position is they're holding, but it shows what keyword is ranking. That means it's indexed, right? It could be page 7, page 10, but it's still ranking. The wildcard is you can search any keyword combination with asterisks. So for example, you can say how to fix like that. Then when you search, it shows all the combination start with how to fix. Could be how to fix a meal, how to fix a hamburger, how to fix car, how to fix space shuttle, so forth, right? Anything. You can do before or after. So you can do like this. So in this case, how to buy Toyota Camry, how to fix Toyota Camry, or what is Toyota Camry, or who made Toyota Camry, so forth, right? And when you scroll down, you can see a history. When you load a history, you don't consume this credit because you already done the data. But again, same as topic discovery, WriterZen keeps its history data only 30 days. Now I search a particular keyword. This is my keyword, and simple keyword, and choose location as United States and language as English. And I'll set this default and hit search. So now this is the result. So search volume is 720 last month, right? But average is 720, so it's very stable keyword. And this is the SERP result. So there's YouTube, Best Buy, and so forth. CPC is just 84 cents. And the keyword idea, there's 66 keyword ideas. And the phrase match is 22, right? Keyword overview is a very stable keyword throughout the year. If this trend is nothing on trend, it depends on the keyword. Sometimes it shows trend. And total search volume is the not only the keyword I searched, but also phrase match and exact match. Including those matched keywords, the total, potentially there's 20,000 searches. So I'll show you what I mean. So when you scroll down, there's a total 66 keywords, right? All together, it's 20,000 keyword potentially. And when you click this, it's gonna select everything. So click this, 66 keywords, right? So that means here, keyword microphone for YouTube, microphone for video, YouTube recording, YouTube video, and so forth. Just like at Ahref, you can do phrase match and having same term, and also searched for. So like a good mic for YouTube. It's not exact, but it's similar. It's same intent. And when you go insights, this is very useful. It depends on the keyword. For example, what, right? Any keyword start with what. For this particular keyword, it shows here. So it's only 14, but they're all useful. So what is the best microphone for YouTube? That's very highly the commercial intent, the keyword. So what microphone should I buy for YouTube, right? Start with what? Start with do, start with is, how, right? How to use microphone for YouTube. So these are great keywords if you are aiming for, if you have a website, talk about the tech review website, talk about microphones. You want to specify for microphone for YouTube, there's so many keywords you can write your article about. And all standard features is here too. You can include a specific keyword, or you can exclude any keyword. You can search volume by, if you want to cut minimum, let's say minimum 20, apply, it cuts keyword. I don't know if it did. Yes, it did. It significantly did. So now it's showing the monthly volume is 20 or higher, is 163, right? So word count and the trending or not. This little star means trending. So that means the search volume increased since last month. Then you can export this, export all, or you can partially select, let's say these three, you can export this as 3 as Excel format. Like I said, this search result will be refreshed and the history will be gone in 30 days. So if you want to keep it, you need export. And a cluster and golden filter, WriterZen, they're unique features. So currently, as I'm shooting this video, you can apply only one at a time. But in the future, so golden filter is their own matrix, basically showing your based on the opportunity, the age of the keyword, and the search volume, and the difficulty, and all these 4 elements combined, their own matrix, they give you the score. So this is great because right now you have 66 keyword, but some keyword is not worth to invest your energy for, and other keywords are better. And a cluster is grouping a similar keyword together. It is different from, let's say, if you ask ChatGPT to cluster keywords, because their keyword cluster is based on just a topic and the semantic meaning to it. But WriterZen is based on the hard search. That means when you choose a cluster, right now, let me show you one by one. So I'll do a golden filter first. So I'll do golden filter, all keyword. The reason why I do is you can do cluster after golden filter applies, because right now you're talking about 660 keywords, right? Then out of that, you want to eliminate some of the keyword you don't want to focus. So you do focus filter, golden filter first, and then eliminate the keywords first. And here, and it's activating keyword filter needs 66 word credit, and I have only 26,000, so I still have plenty, so I can go. But be aware, if you have the keyword like 5,000, you can consume 5,000 at a time. So you can do only 4 or 5 times, right? So you have to be careful with that. So confirm, and all title in progress, 66. So it's gonna take a few minutes. So in the overview, I explained, right? So it said it's about 3 minutes. If you go other places, if it's done, you get notification. It was done, so it was quick. So now the golden filter applied, right? It shows all in title and golden filter. The all in title is basically on the internet, based on the search, how many pages are having this keyword as a title. So for example, this one is 3,500 articles or pages has same keyword, right? But this one doesn't. This one is only 9, right? So that's huge different. That's why that's the part of the equation that this golden score cares. So the 100 is really tough. It's not, maybe it's not worth it, but 1 is good. So if you don't know what that means, and then you don't want to, you don't have to calculate yourself. All you have to do is click this golden score button. Then there's 2 ways to do it. So first, it's by ranking probability. That means you can choose this, and based on, hey, give me the results of keyword I can possibly rank within 10, rank 10, right? Or by potential value is the magic score is 1.6. This is a good number, so they're suggesting just to stick with it, but you can go higher. So based on which one you want to go for, you can choose. So I always keep this just a default 1.6, because if I SERP ranking position 10, right, I can eliminate a lot of keyword I can potentially rank in the future. I don't want to do that. So that's why for optimal results or optimal number of keyword, I want to have the good selection. So I always use this 1.6 as default. And I know you don't see the screen, but there's an apply button in the bottom. Okay, you can apply this. And now it shows only the potential 1 from 1.6. So as you see, it eliminated anything over 1.6. So now how many keywords? So 528 keywords out of 660. So now it's a good time to cluster because you filtered a good keyword. So cluster and select it. Then now you choose a project, cluster project. So for this one is I just usually enter the keyword, that'll work, right? And it says you consume from 580 keyword credit out of 25,000. I'm okay with that. The only thing you have to choose is this relevant score or level. So that means moderately relevant means group keywords 3 similar URLs in top search results. What does it mean? Is when you actually apply, they activate, the writers then go to search each keyword in this list, right? 528. And on the results, if it's top 10 ranking, they have similar other sites existed in similar keyword, they group together. So based on how Google shows on the keyword combination, writers then decides, hey, this is the same cluster. So the matrix is very different from semantically, put together like ChatGPT. It's based on hard Google results data. That's why it's so good. So, and I always choose moderate or highly relevant. It depends. If you want to go really careful, you want to make sure every single keyword you choose, it doesn't overlap with other keyword, right? Because the reason I do this, or reason you do this, the keyword clustering, is you don't want to have potentially Google thinks duplicate contents or similar contents. Google wants to have one article covers as much as topic in the same or similar topic in one. So you don't want to have, what is red apple, what is green apple. Google doesn't want you to have 2 pages. They rather have 1 page talk about apple. So that's why if you want to have more clusters, you can go with moderately relevant. I'm sorry, my pronunciation is not good enough, but hopefully you understand. And highly relevant is more accurate. So it depends. If you choose highly relevant, you might not have many clusters as you want. So it depends, okay? So today I'm just go moderate. And this and activate. So usually clustering takes more time than golden score. So as you see, it's doing its work. Like I said, you can go and do other things. Okay, maybe you noticed, but now from a keyword explorer, the system went to a keyword planner. So as soon as you activate the keyword cluster, it's kind of planning stage, right? So it automatically goes to keyword planner. So this is the page. So topic, cluster, and each keyword. So if I go back to the home and go to keyword planner or here, it's here. It's part of the history now. So the keyword planner, you need a group of keywords. So you can either import the keywords from somewhere, or you can need to start with keyword explorer. So that's it. That's keyword explorer. So we just finished keyword explorer. It's just like Ahrefs or any other keyword research tools. Then their keyword research tool is the database is directly from Google. They're one of the Google partners. So the data is really accurate. So now from the keyword research you did, we're going to keyword planning. So next section is a keyword planner. So just access here, here, or here. So keyword planner. So the main difference of the keyword planner when you use keyword planner, there's a couple of things you need to remember. So the name keyword planner is technically correct, but it's really doing keyword cluster. So the easier to remember is keyword clustering tool. So in order to cluster your keywords, you need a list or group of keywords, right? The list. So you need to start with some kind of list. Otherwise, it doesn't go anywhere. There's 3 ways to start. So first way is start with your keyword explorer. The previous section, you generated some keywords and you select them and you basically apply keyword cluster. So it's going to move on to this tool automatically. And as you can see here, microphone for YouTube, that's what we did in the previous section. So it's going to register as a history. So when you click, it's going to load. Or you can start with this import keyword and you can name a project, right? Test project. And you can paste your list of keyword you're getting from somewhere and paste it just a keyword per line. Or you can do import. The import, there is 2 choices. The first choice is import from the list you built. If you're building some list, like this one, it's like 388 keywords, you can do that too. From import from file, you can import the file from your computer. The file should be text file or the Excel. The Excel file should not contain any complicated data. So something like this does not work. There's many rows and many different columns, right? Should be simple as this. Just list of keyword. Just 1 column, that's all. So when you import the file, if it's not correct, let's say import this one, it said where, right? It's kind of confused. So it's 7 keyword, it's not. If you have a correct file, it identifies 97 keywords, table 1, that's it. So you can import. So you can import up to 7,000 keywords. So that's how you start. And the same as other tools, it says language, date, and the keyword credit. Because when you import and you apply clustering and a golden filter, you're going to consume your credit. Just like any other tools, the keyword planner keeps only 30 days history. So anything after that, it's going to be gone. As of right now, it says golden score and a cluster, right? Then even if this one, Japanese knife keywords, I have a few keywords here, I applied golden score before going to this keyword planner process, but it says disabled because right now the WriterZen application doesn't carry over the filtered list into other tools yet. So this check mark only applies when you apply this feature within this keyword planner. For demonstration purposes, I'll choose this Japanese knife from the history. So it's going to load up like this. And it shows how many total keyword this list contained. And cluster level is moderately relevant. And cluster group is 123. The topic will be like a bigger, like a category for your blog, right? Then cluster is this number. So 123 total. As you notice, there's topic, cluster, and keywords. So each topic, which has 18 different topics here, contains some keywords. And the keywords are clustered. So within this mastering Japanese knives, there's 10 clusters. Then each cluster has certain words. For example, this one, Japanese knife chef, has 12 keywords. So this is the 12 keywords. This is how WriterZen shows the data. So essentially, each cluster is considered as one article. So when you write, for example, this article, Japanese knife chef, it's kind of awkward. But that particular article should contain these keywords as just one article. So essentially, this topic has 10 clusters, means 10 potential article posts, right? Each cluster has a different number of keywords. Then you can also edit this cluster if you are sure some of the categorized item is not right. So for example, right, if you find something not relevant to your topic, for example, under this Japanese knives for culinary delights, there's one cluster. It says knife stores in NYC, New York City, but we don't talk about specific cities or specific stores, but because we are talking about education. So if you think this is, you don't need this, even if it's relevant to the topic, you don't need this, you can just click the cluster and then delete. You can delete keyword level and then cluster level and the topic level too. So if you want to remove this topic altogether, potentially the volume of search is 3,600, you can do that too. Altogether you can delete. Or within this, let's say here, if you say this one is not relevant at all, you can delete this individual keyword from the list. Like this, just like that. And next, you can move around some clusters and keyword and so forth. For example, this one is Japanese knife making. It's okay, but technically I think it belongs to this topic, art of Japanese knife making, right? So if you want to move this cluster, just select. You can move multiple clusters at the same time. And click here to move to. And where do you want to move? Do you want to move under topic or do you want to move under a cluster? You can choose that too. So in this case, I'm going to move to art of Japanese knife making and move to. And done. If I go this, here, Japanese knife making. So now it's moved. And also you can change the name of the topics. So if it's certain names not right, you can edit materials and confirm by clicking this green check mark. Okay, next, I'm gonna explain really strong filters. So one of the strongest filter will be this domain. It shows the number of domain is dominating this particular category. So out of this 593 keywords, right? These are the sites frequently shows up. You can do 10. So these are top 10 sites, right? Then you can see for Reddit, the dominates a lot, right? And possible volume is 26,000, and it's about 36% of whole keywords together. And it covers 140 keywords. And URL is 175, and average ranking is 4.6. So within 5, anywhere from top 1 to top 5, it always almost 36% of the time is ranks, and the rank rate as well. So this one is doing a little better because average ranking is higher, right? So as you can see, these players are playing the major role in this particular topic group. So you can use this so many ways, and I'm just scratching the surface of it. And let's say you pick some of the sites like this, food and wine, and these top searches, right? You can include the add filter for 3 domains. Then including clusters, any 3 domains ranked, all keywords. And you apply, right? So now, showing all the keywords these 3 sites are covering is ranked. So that means pretty much, you can tell what they are aiming at least, right? So you can kind of build your content strategy. So these are the money keywords, high value keywords. The power of this search results reveals basically these keywords are highly competitive, at the same time is highly relevant to your topic. So that means if you start aiming these topics, it's harder to get, but you can eventually get, or at least you can show to the Google, hey, I'm covering these topics. I'm trying to cut in this industry or a topic. So you can display your authority to it, right? Even if it's still small. Because the second part will be you flip to unrank and apply. So now you're looking for the keywords these sites don't cover. And apply changes. Now it's the results, it's different. Right? Because now it's 65 clusters. So these are, say, here. They're not mentioning these domains, right? So at least those top domains are not ranked or focused, or somehow they're not focused. So you have a better chance to rank. By using this filter, you can easily filter out the competitors and what you should start with. It depends on your content strategies. So, and other things is I didn't mention, but I have to, let's say I'll clear again and then go to domain. And I need to delete filter first. And overall, and if I come back here, you probably notice there's a Reddit and YouTube, right? So Reddit is the real people's question, but at the same time, the Google shows Reddit because there's no other dedicated page or dedicated site that shows that specific query, right? So when you filter this, apply that, and ranked and apply, these keywords or cluster, right? The 77 keywords, they're all Reddit site is ranked on top 10. So you can aim it. And it has higher chance to take it over the particular keyword. So it's low-hanging fruit. So by using this filter and combining other filters, you can find out really good keyword and you can build your keyword strategy based on that. So this is a really powerful search filter feature. And also you can search by brand as well. Then sometimes it doesn't show if there's no enough data. Let's say in this case, almost everything is a non-brand, but there's Amazon and all that. So you can do that too. And you can filter, let's say, just take it out everything. You can filter by intent. So if you want to focus on, hey, the commercial intent contents first as your pillar content, right? You can just filter out and it shows based on the context and based on the search results, the SERP results, the WriterZen give you this intent. So this one is good one, right? So good Japanese knives. That's a good commercial intent keyword. So that's how you use this filter. And you can always apply this activate golden filter if you haven't done so. So now after you filtered and you like the list, you can always export. So for example, right now it's select everything, right? Right now I reset all the filter, so it doesn't have any filter. So right now there's 133 clusters. And if you want to, you can export selected, export all, right? But let's say if you add the filter like previously, like a Reddit, okay, what contents are showing on Reddit. So you can just pick, and there's 22 clusters. And you can specify 22 cluster like this. So you can export this, and you can always know, hey, these are the keywords. The Reddit site is ranked top 10. So we should aim it and take it down as a low-hanging fruit. You can always save that, because this data will be gone in 30 days. So then you have to search again. So that's how you use export. Okay, now I'm going to talk about how to move on from this stage. Because what you want to do is right now, hey, I know this under this topic, I have 6 clusters. Then why don't I start writing it, or at least planning it, right? So what you want to do is you can choose individual cluster, or you can select everything. And the next step will be this suggested content brief instead of 6 clusters, right? So when you click this, let's start with just a simple, this single cluster. When you click this, it's gonna build content brief. So I actually did it beforehand, so it's gonna show like this. So it's basically the content angle and the target audience and author perspective and the seed keyword and the content format and the informative and exploit and the writing tone. So these are identified based on the search results, and WriterZen collected the information. So you don't have to think about it, right? This is really good. So you can move on to this, to the next stage. So you don't have to do every single article. You can do everything at once for this one. So this one hasn't done that yet. So once you build a brief, when you click the cluster, your brief will pop up. So when you click this, you can select everything, and then you can suggest content brief. You can do that too. So now it's showing this, the warning. The reason is because you already have 2 out of 6, 2 cluster has brief. Then you can always edit. Let's say, hey, this is not how to. This is more like FAQ, right? You can change it and you can keep it. Once you change and customize, hey, this is, not advice, but suggestions and so forth, right? When you make a change, it keeps like this. And if you check all that and create, it's going to override. So you don't want to do that sometimes, right? So in that case, you can just uncheck this and start creating. And as of right now, it's your content format doesn't actually change the content direction. It's just the information for you. But in future, WriterZen said, based on the choice of the format, it's going to actually change the template. That's even better. So now content brief is complete. So I can choose everything. And what you want to do is click this create article. You are moving away from keyword planner and going to a content creator. So I'll just click this. And now you need a project to these clusters to fit in. So if there is a existing project, you can put it in, or you can create a new. To make it simple, I want to create new project. So I'll say, then location, language. These settings should match with initial your keyword research. Let's say if you choose different language, when you go content creator, it's going to produce in different language. And the creator choose this project. And now, right, these are the clusters you selected, and general is just the name of the project, and the content brief, and the shared access. The shared access is you can, if you have a dedicated writer other than yourself, you can assign this particular project to that writer. So you don't have to write, but you can review your writer's work later. So if you're doing just yourself, don't worry about it. And what you need to do is here. So AI assistant, write title, text, and outline. It consumes credits. I need about 1,700 credits, but I don't have enough, right? It says minimum required 1,000 per article. So unfortunately, I can't do it. And on my plan, I have only 8,000 per a month. So it's essentially 8 articles. So you can set advanced settings if you need, but otherwise just turn off and go to next. Okay, now open project. To me, the content planning is the meat of the software because it has great tool, content clustering and golden filter in it. And you can apply domain filter, right? So you can really nail down which keyword is important in what stage. So it's a great tool. And now we are moving on to the content creator. So based on the keywords you organized, you start planning the content creation, and you can have their AI, or you can use your favorite AI to create the contents. Okay, now it's under this project, Japanese knife making, and there's actually 6, right? So 6 articles in process. So it's here, but if you go back to your main dashboard, it's showing here as well. Or if you go to content creator, it shows your project. So when you click this project, it's gonna show all the cluster, the article list, right? So you can move. So this is more like a project management tool. So you can, this particular article is a status, and you can set the deadline and a priority and a task owner and writer. So you can edit individual settings. For example, this is, hey, this one I need high priority, and your deadline is like in 2 days. Boom, I can set it. So it changes, right? So if you want to start writing, what you want to do is click this article name. And now it's here. So content format is FAQ. Actually, it's not. It's how to, but it's okay. More like a comparison. The book, right? Japanese knife book. Provide essential techniques and recipes. Yeah, it's how to. Sorry. So I just save it. This is just a category. It doesn't actually do any modification on your brief. So now it's outline. Then you can start setting up. And in this screen, it is showing your competitive analysis. That means who is competitor. And here, the general information is just the title and description you need to set because you skipped to write this field from the previous section. You can always go to your favorite tool. You can go to ChatGPT or Jasper or what have you. And based on the keyword you're focusing on, this one, right? Let them write article and fill in. Because I think WriterZen's the credit is rather more expensive than other tools for AI writing. Because that's not their main focus. From here, you can start picking the idea. So for example, this is the top 10 results for this particular keyword. So when you open this first one, this is the structure. This is the description of the article and the word count, heading count, and the image, right? That's a huge article. And you can start selecting some of the things here. When you highlight, it saves, right? It's like a note. And when you scroll down, also suggest insight is here. So it's ideas, and it also shows relevancy. Say not only Japanese knife book, but Japanese knife sharpening book would be nice. So you can just click and hold on to it, right? And these are the people often ask on Google. But when you click this Reddit, these are the topics people ask So where can I buy? Where to buy Japanese knives? And why is Japanese knives so popular? Be careful what to choose because you want to stick with your main keyword, right? So you can widen your topic, but you don't want to repeat the same question in different articles. So my suggestion is choose the questions close to your main cluster topic. So that's it, and go to setup. So now these are the topic I chose, right? So it's part of outline because these are I checked it, right? So it loaded as your outline, but it's not necessary you might use or not. Here it shows word count that WriterZen is suggesting, and heading count, paragraph count, and image count. These are good, but you start over, you can delete like this. You can delete this. You can select multiple and delete everything at once. You can do that too. So if you want to, you can let WriterZen generate the outline. But in order to do that, you need to fill in title and description first. Okay, I just have a ChatGPT wrote a basic title for this title and description. It might not be perfect for this particular cluster, but just for demonstration purposes. So it's a good score, right? So out of 60, we have 64 word, and out of 160, we have, it's kind of too much, but it's okay. So if I go next, and now you can let AI to generate. So when you click this, you're going to consume your credit. And I tested a couple of times, but it consumes about 100 words. So if you're okay with it, you can just click and let them generate. This time it consumed about 200. So it depends on how much, right? It's kind of long, so that's why. So if this is good, you can go to next. So these are the steps. So now you're here. So now you're on keyword, right? The keyword to add to your article. So these are all already added, but you can always add. So there's 3 blocks here, and competitor's keyword is something WriterZen analyzed for you. So basically here is Japanese knives is the main keyword. You have to have it, but it's used 68 times total in 12 use in headings. So that's a lot, right? The use is 5, and those used articles combined volume will be 22,000 and higher relevant, and you might want to add that too. So Japanese language, maybe not, but since it's used a lot, I add it. So the relevancy score is low because it's not talking about knives, but still it's talking about. So, and kitchen knives, that sounds relevant. So I'm gonna add it. And the traditional Japanese. So this one is kind of pick and choose. You kind of have to make your own decision. So stainless steel, maybe yes. Knife shop, maybe not. Yeah, Japanese kitchen knives, yes, definitely. So you get the idea, right? You just choose the keyword to include, and you might want to check to opportunities keyword as well. Then you might want to add if that makes sense. And suggested by WriterZen, there's 13 of them. It's all selected, so it's okay. And now you can add the keyword if you want to. Say, if you have ebook, you can add that too. And you can save and go to the next. So now this is the screen to write. So it's just like a document in Jasper or a Google Doc for writing your article. Then you can choose let AI write by consuming the credit, or just you can write yourself, or you just paste it from somewhere. This is a writer, and what you want to do is now it's showing the score as of now because it's empty. Of course, it's a failing grade, right? And words are should aim to 2200, and headings 8, and paragraph 8, image 8, and so forth. And the keyword, competitors, and questions. If you go Reddit, these are the questions people ask. We already filtered in previous section, right? So if you missed it, you can still do that here. So go back to outline, and these are the outline you created, right? What you want to do is copy to the editor. So these are the outline. This is good outline. So what you want to do is you might want to copy this and go into your favorite AI writer and have it write and edit, and make sure you add your own touch to it. So don't just let it write and publish. That's not a good move. So make sure to do that. And when you come back here, check the score. Right now, I already added heading, so it's green, but the word count is still not good. So as long as you're satisfied, hit approved. That means the content is done. So now it's going to the publish stage, right? That's essentially how to use this content creator. So if you go back to content creator, let's say you're done with this, right? You're not done yet, but it's in writing. So let's say if I go back to content creator, so now under this Japanese knife making project, so this first one is in writing because we are working on it, right? So deadline is still 2 days ahead, so we can still do it. So that's how this content creator works. So this is content creator. This is a great tool to create article based on the cluster you picked. Create the outline and picking SEO optimizer keywords and start generating the article. You can either have WriterZen AI to generate the content, or you can go other AI writer, ChatGPT, Jasper, and import it into, copy and paste it into, and check the SEO score and get approved. By doing that, you can keep on track which project, which article is on track, falling behind the schedule, and so forth. So this is also a great scheduling management tool. And next, I'm going to briefly talk about the plagiarism checker. So next section will be plagiarism checker. I don't use it much, so it's a very simple tool. It's just like a copy escape. If you want to go, just go to plagiarism checker. And this is my previous project. So what you want to do is just set a new project and paste over the text you want to test it and run it. That's all. So you have the certain limits, and this time it's 40,000 limits. Then if I go my previous project, I checked that this one is about 3,800 words, and it consumed that. So if you have every time you have article about 5,000 articles, you can easily consume all credits just 8 times. And then this particular article doesn't have any plagiarism text. So, but if it shows actually it has some plagiarism information, it specifies certain sentence and where it's coming from. It shows actual link and what site, and it shows percentage too. So there's 2 ways to do it. You can go plagiarism checker and hit the new project and title and paste content. That's it, right? Or you can go to content creator, and when you finished certain project, let's do the last one. So this one, we made an outline, right? This one, plagiarism check, you can click it and let it check. Confirm. Okay, now it says plagiarized 0, right? So good to go. I just go to here and check the history. So if you use, sophisticated AI generator and your own writing, you don't need to worry about it. Now, I would like to explain how keyword list works in WriterZen. So this is not the section, but this is important. So keyword list is you get a certain limit based on your tier plan. In my case, I have 50 allocation and I have 28 left. And if you go manage list, you can load up, and there's a bunch of lists, and this is a name, and this grade number will be how many keywords contained in that list. So for example, right, if I choose this, it's going to pop up right here. So you can see these are exact 4 names. Say it started as your main keyword list, right? But it's not really microphone only. It's more like a gear, like a tech gear for YouTube. Because you happen to have your website talking about all kind of tech about YouTube. That's your niche. So your list is not really only the microphone. Could be camera, could be like a sound mixer, or could be application, right? So I changed. So this is my new list. So now if I want to add some new keyword into this list, all you have to do is go to Keyword Explorer, like any other keyword tool, and start typing something else, maybe best camera for YouTube, right? So I search, so I have a new list here. So 6,600, that's quite a lot. So let's say just random, right? I pick and choose some keyword here and add to my list. And I choose this. And if you choose that, now if you go to keyword list, tech for YouTube, your newly added keyword is here. So that's how your list works. So the list is list, it's saved. But now you want to do keyword planning, right? So go to keyword planner, then now you can import. So import keyword and import, right? Then choose tech from YouTube. Then now you have 13 keyword. Just remember, if you add new project, say new keyword for my tech for YouTube site, something like this, and you can, out of 13, you apply the filter, so this, and add, right? And it narrow down topic cluster. So it's obviously camera and microphone, right? It's completely different cluster. So it's working. The thing is, the cluster is cluster. Then if you go to home as a part of the history, right? Keyword planner, it's here, but it's not affected your list. So if you go your keyword list and tech for YouTube, your keyword doesn't have any cluster data or golden filter, because this list does not affect. You need to get used to it. For a while I got confused. Where is my clustered list? Because I have a list and it's exactly same number of keyword and the same exact keyword, but somehow I applied a keyword clustered a couple months ago. It's gone, right? Of course it's gone because they keep only 30 days the history, right? So that's the something you need to understand. So it took a while for me. But anyhow, that's how the keyword list works. So this is it. I promised to make it short, but it ended up kind of long video for me. And what do you think? How do you think about the tutorial? What do you think about the application itself? If you have any opinions, please share in the comment below. And if you haven't purchased WriterZen yet, please consider using the link below. That's affiliate link. It doesn't cost anything extra to you, but WriterZen provides me a little bit of commission, so that helps me to run this channel for you. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please give me a like. And if you want to see contents like this more, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.